Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what?
Fuck.
I'm here with my favorite co-host, Khalil fucking Mo. How you feeling, man? What's the deal?
I feel good, man. You know, it's a blessing to be back in here for another pod, man. This is like episode,
You know what I'm saying?
episode 90 or some shit, some crazy shit.
Damn, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some wild
90,
shit.
we almost in that 100.
We almost at that 100, man. You know what I'm saying?
We got to do something crazy for the 100th one.
The 100th one, we got to do something crazy?
Yeah, we got to do something crazy. We got to do
Something crazy, though. Like,
we got to do some type of challenge or something.
What's crazy to you, though? Like,
You know what, nigga?
what's up?
We need to do a shellfish mukbang.
Nigga, I don't even eat shellfish like that. Like, I might have
That's
some,
what makes it crazy.
I might have some crab or some shit, but I ain't really like a big shellfish guy. And I know that's blasphemous as a nigga coming from the South, but I've always been that way. Like, I do not really fuck with shellfish like that. Like crawfish, all that shit. Like, I remember I used to date this girl, bro, and her favorite restaurant to go to was this restaurant where we would get like crab at. Like, it was like this garlic, like Asian zing type of crab type shit. And she used to love the fuck out of that. Nigga, I would go there and get fish and fries, nigga. Like, I'm just not
Plain
the,
Jane.
I'm just not the shellfish
That's crazy.
guy, bro. Like, I don't really vibe with it like that. But I mean, to everybody,
I ain't gonna lie. I can't even date a chick that don't eat shellfish, bro. If you don't like crabs and mussels and clams and crawfish and all that, you the devil. Gotta be.
Yeah. I mean, you know, for some people it's a delicacy though. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people have a certain taste bud palate to where that's their shit. Me personally, I feel like I could taste the ocean on that shit. I don't fuck with that.
Oh, you don't like the ocean taste?
Hell nah, boy. I don't really fuck with that shit. Like, I like fried fish. Damn near where it tastes like chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You feel me? I ain't really fucking with all that. But
you like your shit Cajun instead of seafood style.
Essentially,
I feel
anything from New Orleans, man. Look, jambalaya, some gumbo, all that shit, man. I'm fucking with it. It's just I ain't really fucking with the shellfish, like, other than, like, I guess shrimp. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, okay.
shout out to the niggas in the South going crazy on that shellfish too. And on top of that, yo, underrated place for crab and all that shit, if y'all fuck with it. I heard DC was a big place for crab, bro. So shout out
DC,
to
where that's at?
nigga said where DC at? Nigga, the capital.
Oh, you mean like the place DC?
Yeah, nigga.
I thought you was talking about like a restaurant.
No. I'm talking about like DC because I was talking about the South at first.
Or Washington.
Also, Washington
My bad.
DC, they got some good food out there. I heard. So shout out to DC.
Really? You know, it's crazy. I ain't never heard that. And I had a partner from. Oh no, he was from Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My homie Darius was in Washington. No, he wasn't. He was in Seattle. Damn.
That's Washington State.
You know what? You might. Okay. Well, you might be right because I ain't never heard him be like, "Oh yeah, we got this and that out here." Like, you know what I'm saying? When you talking to your homie and you like, "Oh, he moved to a new spot," and you like, you know what they got to eat and stuff out there. I ain't never heard him be like, "Oh yeah, the seafood is busting out here and blah blah blah."
I actually heard.
Maybe they do.
Hey,
maybe they do.
I actually do think that Seattle is known for like seafood. Not like Seattle, Washington, not Washington DC. Like, this is a whole different state. But Seattle State, or Washington State, Seattle, they do like a whole bunch of like fish and shit out there, like salmon and shit. I don't know if you ever watched Fuck That's Delicious with Action Bronson. Like, you ever watched that show on YouTube?
Yeah, so, that's old. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, shit, they still make new episodes, bro. So
do they?
Hell yeah.
I gotta tap into
Nigga,
that. I fuck with Action.
Tap back in. See, this this kind of seasons he just be with himself. Like it just be him and like maybe like a random partner. It don't be Alchemist. It don't be Mayhem. It don't be Body like how it used to be. It just be Act. So it is a good show.
It got too popular and they had some differences, so he had to kick him off the show.
Hell yeah, niggas want money. Tough. Motherfucker, hey, look, I'm telling you right
now. he like, nigga, I'm the one. Well, he ain't saying nigga, but he like, man, I'm the one eating the food.
You gotta think about it, bro. Everybody cutting expenses these days, man. That's just what it is, bro. Like, if you could pay.
I mean, if you think about it, we at war. Of course, the gas prices going up, milk going up. I mean, eggs been high, everything high. You feel me? So
I mean, that has happened since that's something that's happened since the last time we've been here, bro. Like, nigga, a whole war done started, bro. A whole little motherfucker war done started, bro. Gas prices done skyrocketed. See, I know,
for real, bro.
I know y'all down there. Y'all had y'all was in the twos with gas in the past like couple months.
Yeah, it got down to like $2.30.
My nigga,
now it's $3.40.
My nigga,
E40.
Let me tell you something. Ooh. That shit is $4.60 a year.
Yeah, I would be chilling at the crib.
Yeah, that shit make you want to. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That shit just make you want to. That shit make you want to park it, boy. Not do nothing.
For real, bro. Because I used to be able to put a little 15 in the tank, little 10, 15 in the tank, get damn near half a tank. Bro, I put 15 in there yesterday. Nigga, that shit gave me 3 bars.
Boy, you put 15 in
out of 10.
That engine will laugh at you, nigga. Like.
For real.
You playing, right? You playing,
right?
For
real, bro.
I'm telling you, nigga.
I'm like, we got to get these gas prices down a little bit lower, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring peace to the world so we can get some good gas.
Look, bro. Iran said it's up and it's stuck with us. Nigga, stop playing.
I mean, the gas is high, but if you really think about it, gas is cheap, too. Because you could get a 7 for like 25. I don't know. You feel me?
Wait.
14 for 50. 28 for 100.
Wait, that nigga oh, you talking about a different type of gas.
You feel
that boy talking about a different type of gas.
One gas went up, the other gas went down. I guess it's ups and downs of this shit. Hey, the mid's still selling, huh? Mid is crazy. You know what's crazy? I don't even smoke, but bro, I have not seen no mid, no Reggie. I haven't even smelt it. Not even in the hood, bro.
Yeah.
I think
that shit ain't getting us high no more. Yo, shit ain't getting me high no more.
Oh God,
that shit ain't getting niggas high no more.
A lot of people,
boy, it's different, nigga. Boy, it's different type of stresses going on in the world. Nigga, smoking Reggie, nigga, damn near drive you to, you know what I'm saying? Go crazy. like imagine you just had a bad day, nigga. Your boss was on your head top. Like the people at work was annoying. And nigga, your girl getting on your nerves, nigga. You do all that, go home, nigga, and roll up some Reggie.
Man, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. That was me about 8 years ago, bro. And you was right there with me.
On God, I was. But see, that's how we know though. There with me. That's how we know though. That's exactly how niggas know, fool.
But I ain't gonna lie, I would have preferred the big gas.
Man, niggas would have definitely preferred the big gas. And then on top of that, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Back in the day, fool, like if you back in those times what we talking about, my nigga, you had to know a nigga to get some good gas, fool. Like
for real.
On some real shit, fool. Like I'm kind of spoiled now because living in Vegas, nigga could just go to the dispensary and pick out some shit that I know is gas. Like I know is gas. But nigga, back then, bruh, if you had a gas man, nigga, that was like finding a Pokeball. Nigga, the fuck you talking about?
For real.
So
it was. That's crazy.
nigga.
But times change, prices change. I guess you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is the gas is at an all-time low. You know what I mean.
Look, man, if you trying to get some gas, man, look, go ahead and cop that Zip, bro. Stop copping that.
For real, $100, you can't even.
Look,
you can't even go wrong.
Look, why would you spend 20 to 25 on an 8 when you can get a Zip for $100? Why? Why would you do that? I mean, it's mid either way. It ain't no super gas, nigga. So you might as well just not smoke this week, then come back next week when you got enough to get the Zip, and then you ain't got to buy weed for a long time. But shout out to the niggas that's rolling some Reggie watching this right now. You a real nigga, and I want you to calm it down. Calm it down.
I ain't gonna lie. You a dirty nigga. If you out here rolling Reggie, you a dirty nigga. You're broke. Your ceiling fan needs to be clean.
Let me tell y'all something.
And guess what? I hear your smoke detector, buddy.
And look,
change the battery.
Hey, look, if you smoking Reggie, I know my nigga just flamed y'all up. If you smoking Reggie, shout out to you, nigga. I'm fucking with you, nigga. Cause look, he just said a couple minutes ago, nigga, that this was us back like 8 years ago. Nigga, he's right. The nigga's right, y'all.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. A nigga smoking Reggie around these times, that's a desperate nigga.
That is a desperate.
That's a nigga you don't want around you. That's a nigga that'll rob you, bro.
Low key.
That's a nigga that'll take your utensils out of your house. That's the type of nigga that steal your shit and help you look for it. Come on, bro. That nigga will take your coffee maker. Nigga. You better don't don't fuck with nobody.
I ain't gonna lie to us. I will say this though about you niggas smoking Reggie. When y'all hit some real gas, boy, y'all niggas gonna be laid out flat. Y'all gonna be laid out flat, nigga, cause
nigga gonna be playing 2K. Somebody gonna be like, "Hey, bro, pass that ball." I ain't passing
that shit gonna say opponent left game. Opponent left game. That nigga was fried. I'm telling you, fool.
Oh,
it's different types of weed in the world, bro. Like I ain't know. I was always like it's either loud or it's not type of nigga. Yeah. And you kind of get into like the details and you could read the fucking what's in the weed and shit like that, bro. Yeah, for sure. I remember when gas first came out, that shit was fruit. That shit was what? Oh my God. Haze, sour. Oh my gosh.
It was only a couple names. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? And
that haze, nigga, and that sour.
Man, that takes me back to New York.
Man, bro. When niggas called
now it's all types of fruity.
Back when niggas called it piff.
Cereal and milk.
Back when niggas called it piff.
Cat piss. Real loud pack, smell like cat piss.
Niggas smoking that piff.
Piff is crazy.
Hey, look, man. Yo, we want to shout out to Gab, man. Thank you for tuning in every week, man. Shout out to everybody who's watching the pod. Everybody this your first time listening. This your second time listening. This your 100th time listening. We definitely appreciate you, man. So
we're getting down and dirty this episode, man.
Yeah, man. So good little intro. Both me and Brian are doing well. But we want to get into these topics, man. And the first topic of the day, the biggest topic of the day, man, let's get to it. Michael B. Jordan is, I think, the 7th or 8th black actor to win Best Actor at the Oscars. And he did win this movie with Sinners, man. So I want to give a round of applause to Michael B. Jordan, bro. It's two niggas clapping, but shout out to Michael B. Jordan, man. What an incredible run. And also, I just want to point this out. Yo, it's a flex winning Best Actor award while your ex's new nigga is in the crowd watching you. Yeah, nigga. Y'all thought y'all did all this talk about Damson and how this nigga was the best actor and he's such a great actor. Man, I'm going to tell y'all something straight up. Me and my girl went to go see F1. We went to go see F1. F1 is with Dempsey and Brad Pitt. And that shit was mid. It was mid. So so for Michael B. Jordan to have a fire film while, niggas is out here putting out mid, I will say, I thought Michael B. Jordan was going to lose. And the reason I thought he was going to lose was because I thought that maybe they would give Best Actor to Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme. And I know everybody got their way that they feel about Timothy Chalamet right now because he's talking shit about ballet, he's talking shit about the art forms and shit like that. But if y'all go and watch Marty Supreme, the nigga put on a hell of a performance. So it was a close call, in my opinion. It was like, damn, if either one of these niggas win, Michael B. Jordan or Timothy Chalamet wins, I'm cool with that. But I'm actually glad Michael B. Jordan won because Sinners had a big night, man. They won a whole bunch of awards, and to see an original idea, not even something that's like a biopic like Marty Supreme. And then you had one battle after another that was in the competition with Leo and shit like that. But to me, when you come to the table with a completely original idea and that shit gets the highest award that you could get in the art form, bro, you gotta give it up for that. Because in a world where they always doing remakes, they want to do a part 2, they want to do a sequel to this, they want to reboot this. It's just refreshing to see a new idea kind of be able to connect with people and to really get through to people. So I thought that was real dope.
Yeah.
Congrats to Michael B. Jordan. Congrats to Ryan Coogler, the whole Sinners cast, everybody. I thought that shit was super fly.
Congrats. Sinners was a really good movie.
Yeah.
I like the undertones of racism and the undertones of just old timey, you know what I mean? That's actually some of my favorite kind of movies.
Yeah.
I like how people used to dress. I like how they used to talk. And I think he won that award because it's one thing to be an actor and play a character, right?
Yeah.
But it's another thing to be an actor and be able to play a twin.
Yeah.
Side by side with each other.
Yeah.
I think that was the best part of Sinners, that he was able to play two different characters, bring them both to life without them kind of intersecting as far as being the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There were two different characters, and I feel like he played both of them really well.
Yes.
And I don't think it's many people that can do that. It's kind of hard to play a twin.
Yeah. Because think about it. Think about how it is. Think about what it is on set.
Great acting.
You're on set and it's just you, but you're playing two different people. So you kind of have to even just get in that mindset of okay, my twin is here as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say Michael B. Jordan, I feel like Sinners, it would probably have to be his best role if I'm being objective about it, right? It would have to be his best role.
Well, yeah, I think it was his most dynamic role. I think it was his it was a good showing of his skill. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the Pursuit of Happiness for Will Smith. You know what I mean? And I'm not comparing the two movies. I'm just saying when Will Smith did Pursuit of Happiness, he was in his bag. You really seen a lot of different techniques that a lot of actors just haven't mastered yet, and I feel like that performance was masterful, just like Sinners was. You know what I'm saying? I liked Black Panther though, but I don't feel like he had this kind of role there. You know
what I feel like
behind a mask a lot.
I feel like Black Panther, he did a great supporting role, but Black Panther seemed to be more about Chadwick than it was Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that's why I would say this objectively probably has to be his best role, other than maybe Creed, right? Because Creed is
Creed was all right.
Yeah, because it's three of them. It's three Creeds. It's kind of his own it's his series. You know what I'm saying? You know how everybody every actor has their series. Will Smith has Bad Boys. fucking Eddie Murphy had Beverly Hills Cop. Michael B. Jordan has Creed. You know, but I don't think Creed requires the amount of depth that Smoke and Stack required. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's basically what I'm saying. It's like the other movies that Michael B. Jordan was in, they're good movies,
mm-hmm.
right? But I feel like with Creed, it's about boxing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, the acting is more like movements. It's not facial expressions. It's not this and that as much.
Yeah.
But I feel like in this one, for him to be able to play a twin and be able to have two separate roles, and be able to just act them out like he did, masterful. I feel like this is his master class. If you pile up all his movies,
yes,
this one will be the one where he really showed his improvement. And I think like if a younger Michael B. Jordan would watch all his movies that he had now, if he could go forward in time and watch all, I think this one would be like, oh, okay, I've made it. Like, I've arrived.
Yeah.
I'm really that depthful actor, that really masterful actor. So
yeah.
Shout out Michael B, man.
I will say, though they had a big night, Sinners didn't win Best Picture. And I wanted Sinners to win Best Picture because, dog, like, I just don't think any film last year had that impact. Like, the way it was shot, you know, the fact that you had to go see it in IMAX to get the full spectrum of what you're supposed to experience with this film. So they gave Best Picture to One Battle After Another, which is Leonardo DiCaprio. It's Chase Infinity. It's Sean Penn. It's Tiana Taylor. And granted, I do think One Battle After Another was a really good movie. I just would have preferred to see Sinners win Best Picture. So shout out to PTA, man, Paul Thomas Anderson, who directed One Battle After Another. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's on HBO Max, and it's a phenomenal film. I just personally would have liked to see Sinners take that home. One Battle After Another actually took home the most wins Oscar night with 6 wins. Sinners took home 4. Frankenstein took home 3, and then K-pop Demon Hunters took home 2. So, you know, shout out to them. F1 won Best Sound, and I will say this: like, even though I thought the movie for F1 was mid, I thought that the way it was shot and the sound in that movie was like perfect, especially when you go see it in theaters, you know, because like you get the surround sound, you get the sound of like the cars on the tracks, like the intensity of the movie is really felt through like those little small details. So shout out to One Battle After Another, man, because that shit was incredible. It's always dope to see Oscar night, but you know, I would have loved to see Sinners win Best Picture, but I'm not mad at One Battle After Another getting in here. So shout out to all the winners.
You know, you can't ever be mad. I feel like all of those were great movies.
Mm-hmm.
In a sea of bad movies that were put out this year.
Yeah.
I mean last year.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there were a lot of good movies. You know, Sinners was one of them. That was one of them.
Yes.
And it's like when you actually seen the trailer and you seen it on whatever YouTube or whatever, when you seen the trailer, you were like, oh, I actually want to go watch that.
Yeah.
As opposed to a lot of the other movies that came out last year, it was like, like you see the trailer and you're like, that looks all right. I mean, I'll watch it if it's free. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go pay to see that. You know what was another good movie? The Longest Walk.
The Long Walk.
The Long Walk.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
Nigga, I told you to watch that.
Yeah, you told me about that, and I
Yeah.
went to the theaters and seen that, and it was a good movie. I was not disappointed.
All right, hey, look, honestly, yo, do you remember what theater it was in? Like not the actual movie theater, but like what number theater it was in. Like when you was walking to your
Yeah, it was number 2.
it was number two.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So this was like something super interesting about when I went to go see that movie. I went with my girl, and when we went to go see the movie, the the theater that it was in was literally the last theater, like at the end of the hallway when you walking down the theaters. So literally, it
Mm-hmm.
was like to go see the long walk, we had to take a long walk. So I thought that was like a cool little detail about when we went to go see the movie, and I thought that was maybe intentional, but maybe it wasn't. Like maybe we just kind of happened.
I don't know. Maybe I
Yeah,
don't. I think that was coincidental.
yeah, it might have been coincidental,
But I
but
don't. I don't have any other examples
okay, okay.
of people that went to go see it to figure out
That's
if
what
that
I'm
was
saying. Cause like when I
coincidence.
was
But that's cool though. That's cool.
like literally, it was the last theater at the end of the hallway.
That's dope.
So as we like, I didn't think about it until afterwards, cause like
Yeah.
like when we're leaving, right? Like we're walking out the theater, we're walking to the bathroom. I'm like, damn, this is a long ass walk. And then I was like, nah. So it kind of made me appreciate them. It kind
Hey,
of
that's a high thought right there, bro.
it made, bro. It literally made me appreciate the movie experience a little more when that happened. So yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Movies are just like such a big part of my life and like things that I
Yeah.
enjoy. So I'm always like super excited to go see certain movies. Like I went to go
Me
see
too.
a lot of movies last year. I went to go see Weapons. I went to go see Sinners twice. I went to go see Sinners. I went to go see Marty Supreme. What was the name of that? It was like a man. I'm not gonna lie. Me and my girl went to go see some straight bullshit last year too. I'm not gonna lie. Like
See, and that's why I don't really go to the movies to watch a lot of movies.
yeah,
I sit in the comfort of my big screen, and I watch it for free.
my
Um,
nigga, no, bruh. Like you, honestly, fool.
but
Like
that's what I'm saying. A lot of movies were bullshit. Now the ones
true.
that I looked at the trailer and I'm like, nah, I gotta go see that at the theater. I definitely went to go see like Sinners,
Yeah,
Long Walk. I
yeah.
seen Weapons too.
Weapons was
But all the other
ass.
movies, you see what I'm saying?
Weapons was so
And that was a
ass.
whole night. That was a whole night. Like, you know what I'm saying? I spent the bag that night.
Yeah,
We ate food, you know what I'm saying? We
word.
we got drinks and shit. And all of that is cool, but for the topping on the night to be watching Weapons, garbage. You feel me? So I was like, yeah. The next movie that come out, I'm gonna watch it at home, and I enjoy that. I got a surround sound in my house too. You feel me? So I be feeling like I'm at the theater. We got lights and all types of shit.
No, that's
You know what
real.
I mean?
That's real.
It's
And
it's a
see,
mood.
honestly, when you get that type of experience, it do be kind of hard to like thoroughly enjoy the movie experience because it's like, damn, I'm in the comfort of my crib. I don't gotta pay $30 for some
Yeah,
fucking snacks.
I'm
I'm
laying
not.
on the
I'm laying on
bed.
the
You know what I'm
bed.
saying?
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
get some fish, might get some crab leg, got some
Word,
dinner right here. You feel?
word,
Got a drink right here.
word.
You
You could
know?
really turn it into
Is
a
that
more
a
of an
date night?
experience. Yeah, more of an experience too, because it's like shit. Like you at the crib, like you ain't around a whole bunch of random motherfuckers in a movie theater, laughing,
Yeah.
snickering, dirty ass kids running around. So I definitely understand. I do enjoy that movie experience though. Like when something happens and you kind of get that crowd reaction in the movie. For me,
Hmm.
that's just like damn, it's nothing like that. Like
Yeah.
I've always been
Yeah.
a fan of that experience since a kid. So like, I do know why though. Like some people don't enjoy that experience because it's just like, bro, if I'm at the crib, I got this big ass TV and I could put this bitch in the comfort of my home, nigga. I'm doing that because that's how I feel. Like
Yeah.
when I get I guess what would be considered my dream home, I would like a theater to be in there. So
For sure.
hell yeah. But shout out to the Oscars, shout out Michael B. Jordan, shout out to, everybody doing their thing, man. We gonna keep watching because that's what the fuck we do. Um
Mm-hmm.
Moving along though, in the world of music, man, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. And one of the things that's going on is Russell is being killed for a song that he did where people are calling him a Donald Trump and a Jeffrey Epstein apologist. Now,
wow.
We can go ahead and put the clip in there, but I'm pretty sure y'all have seen the clip. Like, y'all seen the whole we're all heaven sent, and here's what I want to say about the whole thing. I don't hate LaRussell. I don't. Like, I think LaRussell had good intentions with what he was trying to do with. Hold on. I'm just trying to get my lights right, y'all. I think LaRussell had good intentions with what he was trying to say. But sometimes you could just say some shit that is just not gonna connect, bro. It's just not gonna connect. There's no world in where people are going to empathize with someone that did such heinous crimes as Jeffrey Epstein. There's just no world in where we kind of we empathize with that. We won't. Like, so for him to make a song where he's basically saying, hey, we're all heaven sent, it's almost like you're giving him a pass in the name of God. And granted, forgiveness, God, everything in that world, we are supposed to essentially understand that we're all human, right? I guess that was his point. But there's no world in where you hear that this guy was fucking 9-year-old girls, 8-year-old girls,
wow,
raping, and
whoa,
you might have to blank out this word. I got the timestamp for you, but there's no world in where we empathize with a man like that. That's a monster, bro. So even though your intentions were to be like, hey, we're all human, this is not a we're all human type of time, my nigga. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just think people were really I guess turned off by what he said. And I think LaRussell has just been getting some bad press lately. I think from champion independence and talking about how these labels are predatory and shit like that, to signing with Rock Nation the way that you did, even though this was one of the labels that, you openly said gave you a horrible deal. And then, after that, it goes into the whole thing where he was talking about where they clipped up the thing about Wayne, and he was saying that Wayne don't be talking about shit, and then you lead that into this where he's apologizing for Trump, he's apologizing for Epstein, he's trying to I guess make people see it differently, right? But I think there's a lot of power in saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you know that people already don't take your messages the way you intend them. You've seen it not work on 2 occasions prior to this. So to come back with this and think that it was gonna, I guess, connect, lets me know 2 things. Either you're doing this to keep headlines going about you, or you just don't necessarily, you're not aware of what you're saying. necessarily. So, and I can't sit here and say I'm a big Lil Russell fan. I'm a fan of the business acumen. I'm a fan of just a black man getting his business straight and showing others that it can be done. I'm a huge fan of that. But I think when you start to play with like the Trumps and the Epsteins of the world, especially after these files that have been released, especially after we done seen all that we done seen up until this point, I think for certain situations you just gotta understand the power of silence. But I would like to know what you think about this whole Russell ordeal. Do you think um, that the message did the message clear to you, and how do you just feel about the whole ordeal?
Man, fuck no, that message didn't get to me. It wasn't cool, right?
Right.
And I think I talked about this on the last pod when he said the thing about Lil Wayne. I think that Lil Russell has found a newfound fame. I think with him saying all of this, he's used to being an independent artist. He's used to his fans reacting to the things that he says. But I think that with the recent headlines that he's been in, the recent viral clips that he's had, he's found other people who are not necessarily his fans that are tuning in, that are commenting, that are watching his content. And I think that just like you said, I don't think he's learned it yet. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Word.
You know why? Because now you're just saying bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You're in the headlines for championing some type of shit like this. This is complete bullshit, you know? And I think that a few years ago, if he would have made this song and said the things that he said, nobody would have batted an eye. Nobody would have really gave a fuck. And I think that it would have just kind of been a funny moment. Like, you know, there are those artists that are still underground that make, you know, some of our favorite songs, and they're silly and they're like they're speaking on topics that are kind of harsh, you know what I mean? And if they were big, then of course they wouldn't say that. And I feel like he's definitely gotten bigger as far as like his audience. So I think that he needs to have a little bit of PR. He needs to have a little bit of crowd control. Stop trying to shock people in those ways, especially when you're talking about just what you said, you know, the abuse of young people and just the heinous crimes, especially like you don't right now, especially with the files coming out and all this, you don't really want to champion any of that stuff because you're gonna look like a bad guy no matter how you put it. A lot of people don't agree with it. Maybe in a few years we'll be able to revisit this and have a talk about it, but I don't think that now
is the time
for you to be saying or championing that type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's kind of like watching the Diddy trial, right? And
even Diddy was heaven sent.
But watching all of these women crying and their testimonials and being like and getting on a platform, right, and just being like, man, fuck these bitches. Yeah. Like these bitches are lying and blah blah blah.
Yeah, bro. It's like
you may feel that way. It kind of looks a little.
It comes off a way.
Yeah.
It comes off a way.
It comes off nasty. It comes off hateful.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is kind of like the same thing. Like even though I believe Lil Russell is kind of like playing with it. I don't think he's necessarily 100% serious, because he does have a lot of songs that are kind of like fun, that are kind of like pushing the boundaries. And I think that, like I said, he's just caught in a spot where he's getting bigger and he doesn't realize the voice that he has and the amount of people that can hear your voice now. And certain topics shouldn't be touched on. But I think that could be fixed with a PR team, with some type of social media training. Because as you know, a lot of these artists aren't getting that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these artists, there's no such thing as artist development anymore.
Nah,
Like,
there's not.
you have a big song, you have a big moment, and boom, now you're in the spotlight. As opposed to a few years ago, there were teams behind this, and there were people who combed through your stuff before you put it out. Like, I don't think you should put this out, or I think you should change this word in the song. But
Right.
now it's like, especially coming from independence, he's used to just putting out whatever he wants to.
Right.
And I think that if he continues down that road, it's definitely gonna hurt him.
Yeah, and I mean, he even prefaced the video, like, because it's a video that he posted on social media. He prefaced the video by saying, "Hey, my engineer told me not to put this out, brother. Listen to your engineer. Please.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen to him,
You feel me?
because I think whoever his engineer is, knows that, yo, even though I know your heart, I know your intentions, I know you're a good dude. Probably, I know that you're my guy, but I think that this message is bigger than you, brother. And
Yeah.
the way you communicate in this right now might not be the best for the landscape. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were really gonna be
my mom told me look both ways before I crossed the street, but I didn't, and I got hit by a car.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
so
come on, bro.
So for and then, he even said something in the beginning of that video that I super agree with. He said, as artists, it's our responsibility to talk about the times, right? And speak on the times. But I think you have to speak on the times in a certain way. Because when it comes to Epstein, I think everybody knows the history behind that and the just nastiness attached to that. So apologizing for a guy like that, or apologizing for a guy like even how people feel about Donald Trump, your fan base. Like, I don't think LaRussell has a right-leaning fan base who are gonna be like, okay, it's cool that you empathize with Trump. No, your people are left-leaning. Like, your people are.
I just don't think that hip hop really has those fans. I feel like a lot of people that are listening to the hip hop nowadays, they're not in agreement with what's going on with Epstein. They're not liking it. They actually hate it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for you to get up there and not see the temperature of the room, and to put that, especially after somebody told you, hey man, I don't think you should put this out.
Like,
and mind you, a lot of great songs have been somebody's told them not to put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like a good example is that Andre 3000 song, the Hey Ya.
Right.
His friend actually told him that it's trash.
Right.
Don't put it out, or you're gonna lose your career. And boom, it's his biggest song. But this is not that.
No,
you know
hell
what I'm
no.
saying? This
Because
it's
I
just pandering to a certain audience that doesn't fuck with you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
I was talking to Steph about this, and I was like, it's not. I don't think LaRussell has bad intentions. Like, I don't listen to him talk and look at him as like a guy with like an evil heart, right? But when you're trying to give a message, oftentimes you have to put the medicine in the candy, right? This feels like you tried to put the medicine on top of the candy. And it's like, bro, we could still see this. We could still see the medicine. So for me, it's just about better communication. I think this is an opportunity for him to get better as a writer as well. Because the thing is, a lot of just rappers right now, they're good rappers or they're decent rappers. Y'all are terrible writers, bro. Y'all are terrible writers.
Sure.
Like, it's not even funny, bro. It's almost like, yo, y'all need to kind of like take a step back real quick and start to reassess just how good you are at writing, because that's what this art form is. That's what hip hop is. Hip hop is writing. Why do you think there's always an uproar when a rapper don't write their shit? You know what I'm saying? It's all about communication. And if everybody's telling you, yo, I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it, I don't get it, you're not different. You might have just communicated that badly. So
yeah.
I like I said, I don't think LaRussell's an evil guy. I don't think he has an evil spirit. He doesn't come off that way to me. but I thought this was a big misstep. And shit, I just hope to see him like kind of correct it and move forward with some good music, bro. Because at this point, we're hearing so much about LaRussell, his takes, his ideas, his moves, bro.
And it's
Where's the
becoming bigger
music?
than the music, bro.
Where's the music?
Exactly, exactly. And
Where's the
that's
music?
basically what I was saying.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
it's becoming bigger than the music, and you don't want that, especially as an artist who hasn't um, carved out an identity as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like, he's fairly new. Of course, his core fan base have been known about him and stuff. But like I said, you're onto a bigger fan base now. You're in. You have these viral clips, and more people are watching you. So I
yes,
think you need to be careful of where you take this. Be careful of what you're saying, because it matters. It matters to certain people. It may not have mattered before, but I think
yeah.
he's finding himself in a time where it does matter.
Mm-hmm.
So um, he
Mm-hmm.
definitely needs to just lock in, bro. Lock in and stop trying to get the oohs and the ahs for edgy content, as opposed to having great quality content
Yes,
that people can appreciate.
man, and that's the bottom line right there. That's bottom line right there. Like your content should be attached to whatever you're doing musically. And again, this was a song, but this isn't to me. This makes me think, oh, Russell's having a very hard time in the studio because if you're locked in, you're not even making a song like this. I
Yeah,
promise you.
yeah,
When you're locked in, you're not making a song like this, bro. You're not. Like this lets me know you're in the studio and you're like, damn, what should I do? Like, damn, like how should I do this? Like what should I damn, like I don't you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, oftentimes, bro, like you get to a point and I feel like a lot of people get here, like you make a certain amount of money and you start to discover that maybe the passion isn't there the way it was. And you start to realize, damn, maybe I didn't want musical greatness. Maybe I wanted bread. You know what I'm saying? And you're not a bad person for that. You're not a horrible rapper or a horrible artist for thinking that way because we live in a world where nigga commerce is everything. Like everything is a commodity. Like everything needs payment. Like if you want to live a certain way, you got to make a certain amount of money. So I understand that. I just think when you get to a point of okay, you're fed, right? You're fed. You made the money. Now you have to ask again. You have to ask yourself again. Now that this hole is filled right here, which was the money, what's my other why now? Because I feel like I'm scratching and I'm clawing for something to talk about when in actuality, as a person, I might be fulfilled. Like he might be fulfilled, bro. He might be like, damn, bro, I done made all this money, bro. Like, I'm straight now. Like, I don't even really got that same conviction I used to have. For real, for real. So I just think he got to sit down and ask himself and honestly talk to leadership, bro. Whoever that is in your life, because again, bro, like oftentimes, like as artists, we'll get in this zone of like, oh, like I just got this idea and it's such a great idea, but once you start to draw back a little bit and start to look at the whole scope of things, you'll start to see that damn, like uh maybe my perspective isn't the one that I need to have. Maybe I need to kind of take a step back and reassess. So I think that's all the Russell needs to do. I don't like.
yeah,
I think he'll be fine. I think he needs to now the focus needs to be ahead, brother. It needs to be. It
yeah.
needs to be. Or at least something that people are like, all right, nigga, you kind of stepped on this. It got to be something like that, bro.
I, f- I feel like he's just going through the transition that every artist that finds a new peak goes on, and
Yeah.
that's just like you said, the passion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, when you first start rapping and you first, you know, a lot of people, yeah, maybe for the love, but you also want the money. And I think that when you do start to receive the money, you get a newfound well, you have to find the passion again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have
Yeah.
to be able to find love in this thing that you were ultimately doing, you know, to elevate yourself and elevate your family. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I think that he's just in that spot right now, and I don't want to see this again from La Russell. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see none of this stuff. Put out some good music, put out some good videos, and then talk about that, bro. Stop talking about this other bullshit. Don't talk about anybody else. Don't talk about Wayne and nothing like that.
Don't talk
You know
about
what
the
I'm saying?
state of the game, bruh.
Yeah, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You're not him, doggy. Put it that way. You make good music, but you're not him. We don't want to hear that from you. And when you do offer that to us, we have a critique about it.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, shit. I think that's a good little ep for him today, man. Want to take us out of here?
okay. Yeah. So you just finished watching another full episode of the Man What podcast. Man, what?
But,
You know who you here with. It's your boy, Auntie.
yeah.
Auntie. Yeah. We got Khalil Jamal on the other side, man. It's going down every single time. If you made it this far in the video, click to the left or the right. We got so much content, so many other videos, so many clips that you can watch and that you can be a part of. If you have any topics that you want to hear us talk about, or you have an idea on a segment that we need to do or anything like that, just hit us up on Instagram, TikTok, comment down below.
Yes.
Wherever you see us at, just holla at us, man.
Yes, and if you are in Houston for spring break, chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Houston is not Miami. Houston is not Miami.
A lot of y'all are going crazy. They didn't shut down the goddamn road. Well, they didn't shut it down. They shut it down for a few hours because they got the fighting and all types of other stuff. So look, and mind you, I've been seeing all of y'all from Ohio and Louisiana and Washington and I don't know why everybody came to Houston. It's probably because I don't know if you remember that episode where we talked about, they said no more spring break and stuff in Miami, in Florida. So that's why they over here.
Yeah, Miami broke up with spring break.
Y'all chill out while y'all in my city, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we do things a little differently in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And it might not be what you used to. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all stay locked in. We got more content coming real soon, man. What? We out this bitch.
Peace.
Peace.